Well, good morning, everybody. Grüezi miteinander. Welcome to Basel and welcome to PASC 2022. Petros Koumoutsakos, together with Lois Kerfman-McInnes, we are very happy to host this conference. And as a welcome, I would like actually first to introduce Martin Stricker. Conference is taking place in Basel, as you probably know, and Martin is the head of economic development of the canton of Basel-Stadt, as you probably don't know. Martin and his team are dedicated to ensuring that Basel remains a top location for companies, universities, and research institutes, and to help create the right atmosphere for innovation, which is at the core of Basel, the Basel area. Prior to joining the public sector, Martin worked in Asia. He spent a long time in my favorite place, which is Japan, and I guess his favorite place. He first worked for International Chemical Corporation, and then he set up his own company supporting Swiss SMEs. He has a master's degree in business administration from the University of St. Gallen, and I'm very pleased to invite you to the podium to give the welcome address. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Dear Lois Kerfman-McInnes, dear Petros Koumoutsakos, dear participants, partners, organizers, sponsors of the PASC22 annual conference, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to officially welcome you to Basel in the name of the cantonal government. It's wonderful that after 2.5 challenging years, the PASC conference can take place again, not just virtually, but also in person in this city. I hope that apart from the very strong and great program you have in place for the next 3 days, you will also have some time to explore the city where the Swiss mathematician Leonhard Euler was born and grew up and enrolled at the University of Basel almost exactly 300 years ago when he was just 13. Maybe you will also have a chance to visit one of the famous art museums here, or even go for a dip in the River Rhine, which has excellent water quality. Although I would like to advise that if you want to do so, please ask somebody from Basel to join you so that he or she can tell you where to go in, where to be careful with the current. But Basel actually has much more to offer. It is considered the most dynamic economic region in Switzerland and one of the most productive and innovative locations worldwide. Why is that? We have a cluster of top-notch companies, research institutes and universities based here. Every day, 34,000 people from France and Germany cross the border to work in Basel. It's a place where science, industry, and society work hand in hand on tackling tomorrow's challenges, like developing the latest drugs or new therapies against diseases which were thought incurable. The COVID-19 pandemic has had an impact on all our lives. It was a huge challenge for our healthcare systems and society. The latest science and technology have contributed significantly to overcome this crisis. Thanks to high-performance computing, diagnostic tools, cloud computing, AI and machine learning algorithms, it has been possible to slow the spread of the coronavirus worldwide, give governments much needed advice through detailed simulations, treat ill people more effectively, and even prevent deaths. For Basel, technological advancement has always been a key foundation of its development and growth. Basel has always attracted talented scientists, scholars, business people, and investors to work on the challenges of tomorrow. And that is why we are so delighted that the PASC conference is taking place in Basel this year. We are particularly delighted that this year's conference is dedicated to advances in computing for tackling some of the biggest challenges facing humanity today: climate, pandemics, and inequality. In fact, Basel-Stadt has a new government in place since 2021, and in our so-called mission statement, we have defined climate change and overcoming the pandemic as two of the three most important challenges ahead. As you can see, the PASC conference and Basel are very much aligned. In times of war, energy crisis, political instability, and social insecurity, we need to come together and collaborate. We need to understand each other's challenges and find ways to solve them. Let us make the most of our joint expertise, knowledge, and motivation to address this year's conference topics. Last but not least, I want to specifically thank Tatjana Rüffli, the PASC conference coordinator, and her dedicated team, who have made a fantastic job in arranging everything behind the scenes so that you can fully focus on the conference and enjoying the city. Thank you very much, and I wish you all a fantastic conference.
Hello again and welcome. My name is Lois Kervin-McGinnis. I am an employee at Argonne National Lab near Chicago in the United States, and I'm really excited to welcome you here. I'm working with Petros.
I'm Petros Koumoutsakos. I grew up in a small village in Greece, and after being civilized in Switzerland for 25 years, I have now moved to Harvard University in the US, and I'm happy to be back here and host the PASC 2022. So the theme of the conference is computing and data for all humankind. And for some of you that have been watching documentaries and like space and all these different things and NASA like myself, back in 1989 there was a wonderful documentary that documented basically one of the biggest adventures of humankind, not only mankind. And that was the trips that we all took to the moon. And it was all about the Apollo missions, and I found this to be a wonderful documentary that explained how, when humans come together, what are the things that they can accomplish. Today, as you all know, we live in amazing times. We have in our disposition computing resources and data like nobody ever had before. So we thought that computing has done a tremendous amount of progress in all sorts of different things, from designing missiles to designing cars. But we thought that computing has also tremendous potential to do to have an impact in other topics. And the topics that we picked is for all humankind, and these are the themes that we thought we should be addressing. It's computing for planet Earth, epidemiology and public health, and data science, and its social inequality.
We're very honored to have outstanding keynote speakers at this event. And beginning this morning, we'll have Pier Luigi Vidali from University of Reading in the United Kingdom speaking about climate and weather. Tomorrow, we'll have Shepard Dolman from Harvard University speaking about black holes. This is also a public lecture open to anyone in the area. And then on Wednesday, Olivia Kaiser from University of Geneva in Switzerland will be speaking about modern epidemiology. In addition, we have some special events as well. First of all, Lukas Miroslav from Microsoft Azure in Switzerland will speak about Exaflops Achieve, what's coming thereafter. This is sponsored by Microsoft Corporation, a platinum sponsor of the PASC22 conference. And we're especially excited to host the inaugural winner of the Praise HPC Excellence Award. Nicola Marzari will speak about work in two-dimensional materials modeling and high-performance computing.
There's going to be also an interdisciplinary dialogue, and we are very excited to have here Emma Pearson, who is coming from Cornell University in the US. Emma is doing some amazing work that is actually at the core of this conference. And we are also very happy and honored to have the presence of the chair of the ETH board, Michael Hengartner. So we're very much looking forward to their interdisciplinary dialogue about data science for social equality.
And now we will give you a fun summary. As we mentioned, we'll be having an interdisciplinary dialogue, one of those. And in addition, we'll be having 5 keynote presentations, including one of those being a public open lecture. Moreover, we're so excited for the contributions of the community, that is all of you, who are providing 17 original research paper-based presentations, which are also published in the ACM Digital Library. And the heart of the meeting then moves on to having a variety of research posters, 50 of those, which are spread across 2 sessions. And in addition to that, 160 presentations as part of thematic mini-symposia that will be happening throughout the week in 43 distinct sessions. And finally, there'll be some wonderful social events taking place in 2 evening dinners. We've heard that although tonight's session is fully booked, there are still a few spots remaining for Tuesday's event. So if any of you are interested in that and haven't yet registered, please take care of that by going to the registration desk today. So this is a great time for us to pause and to thank all the scientific committees, especially the Papers Committee, which is led by Kate Evans and Damien Roussan and their team of reviewers. And we also thank the Mini Symposia and Posters Committee, who've worked tirelessly in providing feedback and reviews to all of our submissions of Mini Symposium and poster submissions. And we also thank all of the contributors who will be speaking and presenting here this week. So let's give everyone a big round of applause. Thank you. And moreover, we especially need to show our gratitude to Tatiana and her team. As mentioned earlier, really she and the team are the heart of what makes this conference possible. And so please be sure to thank all of them for their hard work. So we have 403 people participating this year. We're very pleased with that attendance. There are about 300 people here in person, as well as 100 people joining us online. So we especially extend a hearty welcome to those of you who are participating remotely across a variety of different time zones. We know it's very early for some people in different time zones.
We also are very happy and excited to have almost 60% for international attendance. Those of you who have been here since 2014 would remember how PASC began as basically a small conference that was trying to put together the scientific community interested in high-performance computing, computational science in Switzerland. And then you can see that over the years, it has been a great success for PASC, that the amount of international participation has increased, and it actually remains in a pretty high and quite healthy level.
We're especially grateful to the sponsors of this conference. Without them, we would have no conference. So especially thank you to all of these businesses who've been contributing this year. And moreover, we thank our international partners, institutional partners, especially the ACM and SIG-HPC.
There's also a hashtag, PASC22, where you can look for all the events of PASC22 in the social media.
So we encourage you, if you're a Twitter user, for example, use this hashtag to help us share the excitement about the work that's going on at this conference. Thank you, Lois.
And I would like also to say a special thanks to Lois, because I think about this collaboration was 80% Lois and 20% myself, so please join me in thanking Lois for everything that she has done.